Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a late night stream. I thought I'd pop on. And just I don't know, hang out for a bit. Maybe do some listing. I do need to list some stuff. You'll notice I didn't say in the title that I'm going to be listing any stuff, but I do need to list some stuff. So I think that's a fair title. It's quite an honest title. I need to list some stuff. Whether I'm actually going to list some stuff or not is debatable. And then the second part of the title says, "Come hang out in the chat." So I'm glad that a few people have turned up to say hi. We'll say hi to Crony G Crone. We've got DB Resale Shazad has popped in. T Cakes has popped in as well. Thank you for popping in. 100-mile round trip, £5 entry to car boot today. Could not find a single thing with enough profit to resell. It's a first for me. Oh well. Wow, T Cakes. That is a really good point to share. Actually, that's actually something really interesting. 100-mile round trip, that shows determination. Definitely. £5 entry. I'm also someone that definitely likes to pay to get in early, because I find that oftentimes you will find the better stuff early on, and you can get around early on. So I completely can appreciate paying to get in. And yeah, it's happened to all of us, hasn't it? That time where you go around and you don't find anything. It's the first time for yourself, but that's a hell of a lesson to learn. In a 100-mile round trip, that's quite expensive. So good luck at your next car boot. I'm sure you'll do fine. But that is a really good example of the reality of it. Sometimes, it's not all just like turn up and buy some stuff. It's going there is half the well, it's not even half the battle, is it? Waking up early and getting there on time it's just the bare minimum. And then once you're there, you've got to then actually be able to find stuff. So I'm just trying to push my way through January now. Sales have slowed right down a bit. This past week, after a good start, I think people's credit cards bills have started arriving. It depends, I suppose. Things often that does happen, obviously. Like, January tends to be an okay month for us overall. I find it's okay. I mean, we've actually had a decent weekend. If you guys remember, I mean, I should really do like a sales video at some point, but we sold those Lord of the Rings figures, so we've got those going out, so that obviously helped our weekend a fair bit. We bought like a massive job lot of Lord of the Rings die-cast figures. Like the... Oh god, I can't even explain them now. That's just these Lord of the Rings, the ones that you get with the magazines. Like the Eagle Moss die-cast figures. We sold those, so we took an offer actually, but I'll just show you what it was. So as these here, I was actually just about to change my photographs for this listing, because I laid them all out on the floor, because there were so many of them. There's 116, and I just took some photos, and there was glare. It was horrible. It was just really terrible photos. So I was actually going to break down the photos and do some more kind of close up photos of chunks of them. So I was going to do maybe like 20 per photo instead, so I could get closer in and with better lighting, so people could actually see what they were buying. But I still got enough interest in this listing, and we actually got an offer at $250, so we took that. So that was a pretty nice little sale. So that's helped our weekend out. But you can just never like, I don't know, like, it's difficult to say, but yeah, we've been doing okay, and with Touchwood, hopefully we'll carry on. I've been outsourcing again, which is good. So yeah. Let's see what else we are seeing in the chat. Double Karma, Chris Tyler has popped in. This is a type of video. Are you just going to message in the chat? So that'd be quite weird. Hey George Wright, hi Tap Peddler, Claire Riley, Just Me Kathy, Over the Years, Stu Mandry, In It to Flip It. And we have got Joel Mabara, Vintage Vic. DBG says, hi darling, I'm doing shipping but will be listening. Thank you DBG for popping in. Martin Sheridan says, Rally Roots can't believe they were on the same stream as you. I don't think so, Martin. Yeah, I think I can't believe I was on the same stream as Rally Roots. Actually, saying that, I've been on one other live stream with Rally Roots when there was I can't remember what it was. It was Bonafide Hustler was doing this cool game show type thing where you would show 3 of your best items thrift battle, and I believe I was on there with Rally Roots at one point and also Rockstar Flipper as well. I actually beat Rally Roots in my game, but then I lost to Rockstar Flipper, but still. Ken Chapman has popped in and says, listening as I pick the weekend's sale, 105 items in 70 orders. Wow, 70 orders for the weekend. That's pretty incredible. That is pretty incredible. That's a lot of orders to pick as well. Tommy Bernard has popped in and says, hey, thank God someone is alive. You know what, Tommy? I'll be honest with you, Tommy, I was literally like almost gonna just cancel the stream just before going live, because when I made it to go live at 10 o'clock, I thought, as I was getting closer to 10 o'clock, I was thinking, really? And I almost was just gonna cancel it. I just thought, like, I just cancel it and just, I don't know, do what, go to bed or whatever, I don't know. But I thought, no, I'll pop on and at least have a chat, because I just thought, I don't know. So yes, I am here. Over the year says, yeah, I hit 3 stores today and didn't find one thing this morning. Thanks, yeah, made the effort. That's the reality, says Tea Cakes. Yeah, that's the thing. That is definitely the reality, Tea Cakes. It's not just go out and find things. Sometimes you can do everything. I mean, no one could really ask you to have done more for your sourcing. Like, if someone was to give you advice on how to source, like, what could they really say to you? Like, you know, travel further afield. I mean, 150 miles away from your home is a pretty decent amount. I mean, yeah, you could say, travel, maybe you need to double your radius and go to a different boot fair, and maybe you need to be doing a 200-mile round trip or something. I mean, then it becomes a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? So yeah, I don't know. And plus, I think, like, when you've done this long enough, you realize that sometimes you just go on good runs. I mean, since being up here, we've not had the best runs in terms of sourcing secondhand items from charity shops and auctions and things, but recently we've been doing really well. Like, even today I went out and got some decent stuff. I mean, I spent a little bit of money, but it was decent stuff. I'm not going to show it here because I'm going to start doing some kind of recorded videos as well, just so that when I'm showing what I'm picking up and what I'm selling, to make those videos a little bit more kind of easy to watch, because, you know, this is going to end up being God knows how long. I mean, and not everyone wants to watch these, so this is more like for us guys, you know, like the guys that want to hang out and just chat, and then I'll do like recorded videos of, hey, this is what I picked up or something. I don't know, maybe, I don't know what I'm doing anyway. Don't ask me questions. Tommy slides in, says Martin Sheridan. Billy B says hi. Kez18 says hi. RJ says hi. Mandy says, I'm doing my post now you're on, says Mandy. I was doing post also. I can't believe that you exposed me for the fraud I am with the fake sales graphs. Yes, now we all know the truth about Shazad. He just makes... No, I was just... It was not... That obviously isn't the case with Shazad. We know your figures, and yeah. I was just making a point on the chinwag. For those of you that don't know what Shazad's talking about, on the Friday chat, I kind of showed you how you can manipulate sales figures. So you can just manipulate anything you like, really. So it's kind of interesting. You can literally go onto any web page and change what you see. So I'm not going to do it again now, but like you can just fake figures if you want. So if we wanted to, we can just make anything say anything, and it looks really real, and it's so easy to do. But yes, Adventures in Reselling Victoria says hi everyone. BCP has popped in as well. I do appreciate you popping in. Ian Kimmins, And we have got Jack Dobbin saying, I've had so many order cancellations this weekend, mainly due to people buying PAL games and then their systems are NTSC. Yes, Jack, that can be very frustrating when people buy things and don't read the title correctly. You see, again, it's one of those things that seems to happen in space. You never find that it happens like one off. You'll find that you'll get a couple of people doing something like that, so you'll end up with a couple of cases. It's just frustrating. It feels that way anyway. Right, what are people talking about? Let's see what people are talking about. Right, the veg market was a shocker today. Okay, John Salty Dog Picker says, I need to get motivated to list, not done any since before Christmas. You know what, John, a really good video to watch to get motivated is, you may have heard of Cincinnati Picker. I'm sure you would have done, maybe, I don't know. He's got like a huge YouTube channel, and he's one of the most genuine, humble people that you'll ever see. He's just absolutely fantastic. And he put out a video recently talking about why his eBay store has tanked. And I think it's a really good video to watch, because he talks about, he shows, like, he has like a little whiteboard, and he was showing that he was doing like $10,000 in sales back in August, September, and then it dropped to like 9,000, and then I think in December he'd only done 4,000. So in the space of 4 months, he'd gone from a $10,000 month to a $4,000 month. So obviously that's quite a big drop. And he was just putting it down to just listing, just the consistency in listing. And I've got to say, we've had a little bit of an uptick, some decent sales coming through, and it's been down to listing. But yes, it's not easy to keep, even once you start listing, it's not easy to consistently list every day. So yeah, that's something you have to work on. I think it's something that we all have to be good at, really, to be successful. I mean, Ken Chapman, who's in the chat, Mandy, she's always flipping in the chat, those guys, if you want to see some inspiration, those guys are doing consistent listing and getting very consistent, very good sales results. So definitely worth doing that. Right. Bad Biscuit Lex says, good evening. Hey Lex, and congratulations again. For those of you that haven't seen Bad Biscuit Lex in the chat, her name is Bad Biscuit, which is kind of it makes you feel uneasy sometimes, because you think, what is this channel about? I don't know. But Bad Biscuit, her name is Lex, as you know, most of you will know in the chat anyway, but if you haven't already, please click on the 3 dots next to her name and go to her channel. She does a lot of really cool kind of jewelry type videos as well, and she does other videos as well, but her last video today was like a live stream where she was going through some jewelry, so people like to watch jewelry lots. If you like watching costume jewelry and just jewelry lots, definitely go there. She actually had a bit of a score today with some amazing finds, so definitely go over there and check out her channel and watch that to see what she found, because it was pretty amazing. Marie Perle, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Over the years, says, watching American football and live chat and listing. That is multitasking over the years, watching football and the live chat and listing at the same time. Double comment says, hope we can chat about last night's auctions here. Definitely, I'm more than happy to talk about last night's auction. Hopefully everyone in here was there anyway, but 2 Aussie thrifters yesterday held an amazing auction for charity, for charities actually. They had 3 charity pages, and they raised over $11,000 towards helping with the bushfires that have been going on in Australia. I think they had a charity which was donating towards the firemen. There was the Red Cross, and then there was an animal charity as well. And the reselling community turned out in force as usual, and bid and donated, and has raised so much money. I've got to give a massive shout out to 2 Aussie thrifters for that, and also to Dwayne Mothership Products. That guy, he is absolutely just such a nice guy to give up that amount of time to have the strength to also and to also do just to be able to auction and speak for that long as well, definitely definitely just amazing. He's a gent to have done that. So yeah. And yeah, it was an amazing amount of money raised. I got a nice little win as well. Beck is happy because we won a lot from Ronnie Hart, and I think there was like a mug in there from Boston, like a Starbucks mug that Beck is really excited about getting. And I got like a cool Stone Cold t-shirt, as well as some really cool sports jerseys as well. So really pleased. Let's see what else is in the chat. And oh gosh, I hope I haven't lost too much. Okay, Bumcrack Picker says, hi, adventure in reselling Victoria. I was at Bluegrass's show, but I couldn't get the stream, only the chat, so lurked while I tried to fix it. Okay. So Bluegrass was having a bit of trouble with a stream, is that right? I'm not following. I took photos, especially to list during this stream. Says, how did you know that there would be a stream, Derek? Tap Peddler, by the way, another YouTube channel that you should definitely follow. He's a lovely guy. Actually used to work, if for those of you that are games geeks, just to give you a bit of background on Tap Peddler, Derek used to actually work for Rockstar Games on the GTA games back in the day. He obviously doesn't work there anymore, but he's a knowledgeable guy in terms of all that kind of tech and electronic stuff, and find some really good hauls. So definitely worth checking out Tap Peddler's YouTube channel as well. He's a lovely guy. How did you know that I was going to be streaming? You didn't. Oh yeah, I put a thing up, didn't I? Schedule thing, but I didn't give you that much time to take photos. Damn it. Okay. Hey, Thrifty Pixie. Thrifty Pixie also needs a big shout out. She was incredible, keeping tabs in the chat and just being awake for that long. Obviously for her it would have been easier because it was like during the day, but I believe Thrifty Pixie was in charge of sending out the email addresses as soon as someone won a bid, and yeah, it was just amazing. But I'm so gutted, and I feel ashamed to admit this, but I actually fell asleep. I couldn't stay awake. I really wanted to stay awake through the whole thing, and looking back, there were some really good lots that came on afterwards as well. So I was gutted, but I was just gutted not to have been there for the full 6 hours 50 or whatever. But to all these thrifters, just wow, what they've done is just phenomenal, and for such an amazing cause. Right. Possibly during Z show BSP. It all depends if I can keep my eyes open. Not bad. Busy weekend with the Ford Club, GB and busy on Amazon, says RJ. Hi Z, you're an inspiration. Keep up the video, says Brick and Braggo. Thank you, Brick and Braggo. That's a nice thing to say. I appreciate it. I like nice comments. Nice comments make you feel good. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. DB Resells says, spent £20 at the Jumble yesterday. Got around £300 worth of goodies. See, that's what happens sometimes. You just... I just feel, I noticed Damien didn't mention that he did well earlier when poor old T-Cakes was mentioning his unlucky day, but that's a really good haul there, Damien. DB Resells, by the way, also has a YouTube channel, so definitely worth checking out. He's started making videos about reselling recently, and he's a lovely guy as well. Spent 20 at the Jumble, £300 worth of goodies. That's fantastic. I do have a little haul thing I could show you guys, but I'll think about it, because I'm quite happy sat here. I'm feeling very comfortable. I've got my coffee, so I'm feeling kind of nice. What I might just do is grab some bits and draft them if I feel like it, but I'm just enjoying chatting to the chat, so hopefully the chat will keep going, and I'll just keep chatting to the chat. I'm just enjoying it. Right. Anomalous Data Point, that's a fantastic name. Do you suspect any well-known YouTubers who fake figures like you showed, and are just on ego trips? I don't think so. I think most people won't do that. I think the only people that are likely to use that kind of cheating, so faking figures, I would say, are probably those adverts that pop up which are designed to sell you courses where they only have a small moment of time. So let me just show you guys how easy it is. I'm gonna show you one more time, guys. So here is like a sales screen, right? So here is our overview of the second store. So the second store, you can see over the last 31 days it's taken £3,300. That's our second store. Then we have our RC store as well. So not terrible, not amazing, you know, a good amount of sales. We're happy with it. So we've done 3,300 and whatever pounds. I can just highlight that, right click, go to inspect, and then I find where it says that number and I can just change it. Or can I? Is it there? I can't. Maybe not on this page. I can't. Okay, well maybe it's not that easy, but it is easy. You can do it. Hold on, how am I meant to change that? Edit. Oh, that's kind of taken the wind out of my sails a little bit. Okay, hold on. If I click on it, maybe it'll take me to a page where I can do it. Aha. So we're on this page here, guys. So we're on this page here. So understand how your business is performing, the seller hub, right? So here you can see how we've done. So today we've done £107. Last 7 days 982, last 31 days 3,300, last 90 days is 7,000. So you can tell that it's not been as good in the last previous months. But basically what you do, so say if I want to make my last 7 days figure bigger, so it says £982, I can just highlight it with my left mouse, right click, go to inspect, and it brings up this little box, and then I can just edit the text and I can make it any number I want. So if I want to make it 22,982, I can, and then that's, you know, that'll be it. So let me just do that. Let me make it 22,982, and there you go, bam, suddenly my figures now say 22,982. so it's as simple as that. It takes no time at all to do. It can be very misleading. I don't think anyone with a YouTube channel is going to do that, because one thing I'll say is with YouTube channels, you might not like every person that makes videos. But what I would say is that, like most YouTube channels, they only survive because the YouTube channel, or they only do well if the YouTube channel connects with obviously the people that are viewing it. And there's a lot of trust involved, and you know, we might not like some of the, you know, or I don't know, I'm not saying we, because I don't really have an issue with anyone that I could particularly think of, like, but like the names that come up often, so people sometimes have a problem with people like Rockstar Flipper or you know, Raking Profit is another one that always comes up. You might not like their content, but there are people that do, and they do enjoy it, and they enjoy it because they believe in those people, and those people are actually trying to offer value. You might not think it's valuable, but they are trying to offer value. So I don't think channels like that would do things like that. However, I wouldn't be surprised if there was someone trying to, you know, like you see these adverts pop up, like, oh, you know, follow me and I'll teach you how to make this much money, and you don't know who the person is, you've never heard of them, you don't know anything about them, just some random person who's trying to make you rich. And it wouldn't surprise me to make themselves look good if they did that kind of thing. But you know, it's really that's my view on it. Anomalous data point. And let's see, Martin says it shouldn't have to do with how often you list. It shouldn't, Martin. You're right, but it seems to have an impact. Hey, flipping pains. Ken Chapman, the gaffer of listings, says RJ. And the thing is, Martin, like, I know it shouldn't have to do with it, but there are too many good examples of people out there that have been kind enough to be open enough about their businesses. So for example, someone like Ken, someone like Mandy, you know, the fact that, like, you know, you can 100% vouch for that they are, you know, great examples of putting the work in regularly is what makes the difference. If you were to ask Ken, you know, what his sales are down to, you know, he'll point towards the mountains of items that get listed on his store, and that's why he shifts them. And the same goes with Mandy, and the same goes with a lot of other people that sell. And like I said, Cincinnati Picker, you know, a lot of people will think, oh, he's got a big YouTube channel, all his sales must come from viewers. He's clearly not the case. Some will come from viewers, but you know, even then, you know, viewers have to see things that they like to buy. You know, they're not just going to buy any old thing. So I do feel that, you know, especially when he showed his figures, like why his eBay sales have tanked from like $10,000 in a month down to $4,000 within the space of about 4 months, and he squarely puts it on the amount of consistent listing. Hey Bill Holder, how are you? Ken Chapman says, don't look at my souls though, because I hide 95% of them. Yeah, if you enable the out of stock option on your store, it will not show you a lot of data, so it will hide a lot of data, and that's used by a lot of businesses, because obviously some businesses don't want to make it super easy to find out what their best sellers are. So if they run out of stock on something, they don't necessarily want you to know what it was, because they might be sourcing it again. But also, it's just it's a useful tool to have, the out of stock option, I think. It's a fitting name because she is bad, says JD Network. Josh, hi Josh, how are you? I'm behind on the chat. Lexus, I'm so bad. Okay, oh wow, I'm really bad. I need to catch up with the chat. The chat has been chatting and I've not caught up yet, so I'm miles behind. Oh gosh, this is not a good example of how to read the chat. I'm just reading chat and drinking coffee, by the way, guys. I think this is about as good as this chat is going to get. Thanks, it was scheduled, says Tap Peddler. Okay, there we go. Hi Zahir, says Jonathan Cuthill, good evening, all from sunny Scotland. It's not sunny there, sure. I didn't get nothing, says Shazam. Yeah, but that's because you were winning auctions and then saying, I don't want the item. So that's what happens. You meant, if you want the item, is different. But you were winning auctions. Shazad, as usual, was as generous as usual. I'm absolutely amazing. Bought a couple of really high ticket items and was just like, yeah, just don't worry about it. Thrifty Pixie says, so proud of them, definitely. Kevin says, I see you sold the Eagle Moss figures. How much did you get for them? We took an offer of 250, Kevin, plus shipping. So yeah, very happy with that. We paid 80 for those, so yeah, it went well. Just Me Kathy says it was an amazing auction. It was. I wish I could have stayed awake for all of it. I feel horrible that I didn't. Diary of a Flipper says, G'day legends. How are you, Diary of a Flipper? BCP says, great work by two Aussie thrifters and Dwayne. Definitely. Oh gosh. Jonathan Kyle, yeah, says hi. The Seam Store West has just finished up 108 listings, packing 32 for tomorrow's shipment. See, that's amazing. And BCP is sharing a few channels. Thank you, BCP, appreciate that. BCP has shared Thrifty Pixies channel. Definitely go and check it out. Jazz has popped in. Hey Jazz and Brad, thank you so much, guys, for popping in. I want to apologize again, guys. I feel really terrible. I didn't watch all of it, but just massive shout out to those guys, Jazz and two Aussie thrifters, Brad. What they have done yesterday is just from organizing it is one thing, pulling it together is one thing, but just the cause is such a good cause that it's going to be so close to so many people in so many ways. Like, I've never been to Australia. I can't even imagine what a bushfire is like, but I can imagine, you know, the damage it has caused. I can empathize, and you know, and the brave firefighters, that's something we can empathize with. You know, we all know how dangerous that job can be at the best of times. So yeah, just crazy. Tap Peddler says, I bid at auction tonight, viewed earlier, only won one lot out of around 30, too many resellers, says Tap Peddler. Yes, it does happen. Just Me Kathy says, everyone came together and worked towards a goal and accomplished it flawlessly. It was awesome. Great job to all who participated. Definitely, yeah. It was just great to be part of. You felt proud to be part of that. Definitely. Reseller King says, if you hit the like button, you'll have a great day of sales today and tomorrow. Reseller King is telling lies. The like button does not translate into great sales. But if you do want to press the like button, then you're more than welcome to. But don't think it's going to get you anything apart from a sense of satisfaction that, yeah, you know what, I like this video, you know, like I like it, yeah, I'm gonna click the like button, and I'll give you a little bit of satisfaction, I feel. DB resales is heading towards 500, and we have got Tracy in the chat. Uniquely me, thank you for popping in. Tracy, another person that has just been fantastic. She actually put up, she actually donated towards the auction. Just the most incredible bit of jewelry. That is such a generous thing to auction off. Just amazing, and she was obviously a big part of the chat, and just great, and did a lot of promoting of it as well. You should definitely, if you haven't already, please check out Uniquely Me, but I'm sure everyone here has. And Hearts Pickers has popped in. Hello Ronnie, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Ronnie also, even though he wasn't feeling too great, kindly auctioned off a really amazing lot of stuff. My wife is really looking forward to the Boston Starbucks mug, Ronnie, if you're still here. Wow, I'm so far behind the chat. I'm just trying to keep up now. Stu Mandry there as well. Totally amazing auction last night, says Frankie's Finds. Huge kudos to everyone involved. You're all amazing. Thrifty Pixie not only did a lot of work, but also won and donated big time. Good job. Yes. A lot of people were buying and auctioning. I noticed that a lot of the people that had stuff up for auction were also then straight in there and buying stuff. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Reseller King says 100. Well, it was 116 in the chat. I think it says like 100. I can't even read what it says now. That I need to change the text on that thing. But yeah, thank you for anyone that's here. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just me reading the chat. I could do some work, but I've kind of decided I'm not going to. Yeah. I might got to leave some feedback, says Ronnie. Definitely. Great job on the auction. It was so organized, as Adventures in Reselling Victoria, and was such a huge success. And also, you know what, like the other thing that was brilliant that Brad and Jazz did was when they got Robin to speak about it. You know, it's not it was a real tricky thing. You know, it's a real tricky thing to be able to kind of keep a balance, because obviously you want to keep people positive and motivated for an auction so that they enjoy it, but at the same time it's really important that people were aware of why it was so important, you know. And you know, I think the kind of descriptions of going through that were just pretty harrowing. Okay, one thing I found DB resales is there's usually a customer for everything. It's just a matter of patience, says Ian Kimmins. Very true. Do you not leave feedback right away, Z? And group clear your messages. A bundle by UK. No, I think we've got, okay, on the RC store it automatically leaves feedback once the buyer leaves feedback. On the second store, no, I don't think we leave feedback right away. I think I'm behind on it. Beck used to, when Beck was like more hands-on with the store, she would make sure that feedback was done. But obviously, since she's been doing a lot more working at the surgery, and then the time she has, she'd rather spend on like listing and stuff. So some of the aftercare stuff is now down to me, and I've got to be honest, I'm not the best at doing the feedback thing. I do try to remember to do it, but yeah, I end up leaving it to build up a fair bit. So yeah, it's probably not a good thing. And group clear your messages. Messages again is something that tends to build up. They're not going to be messages from customers about items. They're just like unread messages, you know, like when you get an offer for something or that kind of thing. But yeah. Ronnie's just keeping it real, just being honest. I don't like anyone. Screw everyone. The cloth overlord has spoken. Yeah, that's fair enough, Ronnie. Hey D, how are you? D has popped in, and Lex is gonna make you rich, guys. Give me £200 and I'll tell you how, says Lex. Wow. Picture of a Ferrari on a green screen. Act now to receive your discount, says T Cakes. Anyone gonna put a bet on ads wearing his winning dress on video? I think Chris, if it fits him, he will be wearing it. And I'm sure he will look fetching. He will look absolutely fetching in the dress. I'm absolutely certain of it. So yeah. Frankie's Fine says, my store has been dead quiet all day. I just listed 3 items and got a sell. Not sure it is related, but it gives you some motivation to list more, says Frankie's Fine. You know what, Frankie's Fines, you know, again, look at some of the people that are in this chat. They will all tell you, I mean, not some of the people, look at the guys in the chat that you know are doing well. And, you know, so, you know, Ronnie Hart, or look at like Ken and Mandy and, you know, a bunch of other people. But those are the ones I always, my mind just goes to those guys as kind of people to aspire to in terms of being able to get to those figures. And, you know, obviously Shazad, but that's different. And I feel that those guys will constantly talk about that and about listing. And also, can the other people that you should mention, Brad and Jazz, you know, they work full time, and then in their spare time they work, guys, and it shows. Again, their figures are astonishing as well. Their figures are they're way better than what I do, and I'm full-time, and they're better than a lot of other full-time resellers. Those guys are fantastic. You know, just and all of that money is then being recycled back into the business, reinvested into the business, because they do work full-time. So it just shows that if you can if you've got the discipline, yeah, I think the regular listing, I don't think it's just like I think it's important, very important. Yeah, thanks, Jazz. Yeah, I did have to sleep. What does the dislike button get, lol, says Shane? If you dislike the content, if you dislike the video, you'll get much joy from pressing the dislike button, because then you'll be like, yeah, you know what, I didn't like this, and I've let the guy making the video or the girl making the video know I didn't like it. I've spoken. I stand behind. I'm not just silently. Ideally, you know, what I would say is, ideally, everybody that watches should press the like or dislike button, ideally, in every video. But most people don't actually do it. Most people just don't do anything. So yeah. If you if you click the thumbs down button, your sales will go up 10 times. Trust me, it works. Hey Rob, Krillin has popped in, says all-nighter. No, not an all-nighter. I thought I'd just pop on, and I was meant to do some work, so I'm not sure if I will or not, but we'll see. It's not looking likely though. I'm just chilling. You know what, Thrifty Pixie? Can I just say something? Now that you've done that, Thrifty Pixie has just put the donations were fire, like with the fire emoji. And earlier on, I think I saw on Instagram, Brad and Jazz, it was these thrifters, had put a post up of the money raised, like the $11,000, and normally it gives you this option, and I love using it, like the fire emoji, like to say, oh, that's fire, that's amazing, you know, like hip kids say, makes me feel younger than I am. You know, that's fire, you know, that's just fire. And I was gonna press it, but I just thought to myself, not on this particular one, because it's just so and because it's so unfortunate, and that's the only reason I'm grinning about it. I'm completely sympathetic. Obviously, guys, you know I'm not cold-hearted or anything, but that emoji just you know, you have to be careful. Right. BCB sharing Ronnie's channel. Brad and Jazz really put together a brilliant event. Completely. And yeah, it was very good of Robin to share a story, Brad. It was brave of her. I mean, she was so composed. It was very brave of her. Thrifty Pixies, as I use auto feedback. I've got auto feedback set up on the big store. We've got a store which is the middle, you know, like it's the middle size store. With the radio control parts, that's auto feedback. On this store, we don't have auto feedback. It doesn't give us the option. We don't seem to have it on the basic store, so maybe you have to be on the middle store to get that. So yeah, Ads will use the My Twin Cam app with that dress, no doubt. Yeah, that would be amazing. Um, I was hoping to see you wearing the Steve Austin shirt. Says couple of pickers, Rob and Lisa. Yeah, I'm not sure about wearing the Steve Austin shirt. Like I don't have the, I just don't have the arms. You know, it just don't have the arms. Right. Two kinds. He says, okay. I've been listing on Etsy. I hate it. The eBay app is so much easier. Says D. Oh, really? Listing? I've not really tried listing on Etsy, if I'm honest, D. But you know, just there we go. I need to try to catch up with this chat. Do you think that's possible? Thanks, Z. But it's all relative. So many variables stack up behind those figures. Definitely, I agree. But still, it's I just appreciate that's fire, says Jazz. Yeah. Oh, there you go. My daughter says it. That's fire. Yeah, just fire. Yeah. Everyone's using the fire emoji now. I know. I just thought, you know, it is the new cool. It is completely. But I just thought, you know, I nearly put fire emojis in the live auction chat, but realized last second, says Jazz. I know. It was just, you know, it was just so. Yeah, I was about to do that on Instagram on your post with the $11,000. What's it up to now, by the way, guys? Let's see if we can find that. Let me see if I can find it actually, because it would be cool to see what it's up to now. Because I'm guessing the donations are still open. Because if they are, then obviously like it's still something that people can still donate to. Let me have a look. Okay. Right. Wow. Okay. Well, does it just carry on going, or does it just stop? Man alive, crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is the Red Cross page, and yeah, it's just crazy. £1,400. That's UK pounds. So obviously the Aussie dollars, that's almost double that. And then the same goes with the second charity. I don't have the third one because when I actually did, so £2,700 raised, which is about over $5,000. So yeah, 11,650. It's just crazy. That is amazing. That is absolutely incredible. Okay. Hello, fellow young'uns. How's it hanging? Are you having a fire day? Fire and lit. That's right, lit. Totally cool. Mark's Emporium says, here, how do you decide what to buy? Do you have to like every item? That's a good question. That's like a reselling question. Let me show you what I bought, guys. Let me show you what I bought. I'll add some. Oh no, I'm meant to be doing videos and stuff about this. Screw it. I'll do that later. Let me hold on. Bear with me. Okay, I'll do like a little haul thing, but I would say I don't think you have to like everything. I think you just have to be sure that you're going to list it. So when you actually buy something, you kind of just need to make sure that you are likely to list it. Don't buy something that you're going to just let sit in the tub. If that's a bit of advice I could give, that would be just, you know, buy things that you're likely to get around to listing, because there are things that are profitable that you're best off leaving, unless you know that you're going to be disciplined enough to learn and process and then list the items, because there's always stuff to make profit from. So I just feel that's the way. I am at the bottom of the chat now, I think, because I've just scrolled down. It's kind of cheating. I didn't really read everything, but I read most of the stuff. Tapper says I've got 10 things on Etsy. Nobody types till he catches up. I'm almost caught up. $11,650 of payments. $11,650. Most payments have come in, says Brad. Okay, have an Etsy store. One item was not keen on listing either. I've caught up, Stu. Thank you. I didn't like anything, says Shazad. That's a great way to be consistent, says Couple, because I don't like any of the other people crap. Purely a numbers thing. Shazad says, have I missed your numbers today? I need a kick in the ass. I spied a subwoofer, says Kent. Kent perked up. Yes, I'm really bad at buying stuff based on profit and then really not having any interest to list it. If there's one bit of advice that I don't like giving advice because I'm not someone you should take advice from, but if you are going to take advice from me, which would make you someone with even worse judgment than me, if you are going to do that, then I would say buy things that you've got a good chance. It doesn't have to be something that you love. You can push your tolerances. So like you might find that there are things that you haven't got an interest in, but you don't mind listing still, right? So it doesn't have to be like, for example, if it was me, everything I would buy would be radio control cars, or hi-fi and electronics, and a certain type of hi-fi and electronics, like not just anything, but like that's not going to happen, like PC stuff or whatever. It's just not going to happen. So I do buy things that I've got no interest in, but I know that I won't mind listing, and I'll give you an example of that. So this here is a label maker thing. I picked this up today, and it came with this little replacement cartridge. So this is this was like a $5. So it's a Xyron 5 model 510. So it's like a crafty type of item. Now the problem is, like, I won't mind listing this, I'll enjoy listing this, but the reason why I know that I'll enjoy listing this is just experience, which kind of sucks, because it means that you have to buy things and then realize that you don't like them and then not do that again. With this craft stuff, I like buying it because a couple years ago we bought a massive lot of crafting items. So we had those Cuttlebug machines, those presses and things. We had like all these metal plates that you imprint stuff on. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. We had all kinds of goodies. We had like cricket cartridges and cricket, like, you know, cricket is like these big machines that came in. We had a whole lot of these things, and I enjoyed listing them, even though they weren't the kind of electricals that I normally like, or the kind of items that I don't normally like. I found that craft stuff I kind of didn't mind listing. I just didn't mind listing it. So when I saw this was a $5. I thought I'd pick it up. So this is, I don't know what this is actually worth. I just assumed it would be worth some money. So let's just find out what it's actually worth. Let's go to some sold listings. So I paid £5 for this. Okay, so now the good news is it came with a cartridge, and as you can see that people are selling the cartridge for £11, and this is a new cartridge, and the machine and like is what, 22, 25 with someone got 25 with a cartridge. So from 5 I should be able to get 25 out of it, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that's an example really of something. Shazad has just shared his sales figures. I see 2,700 on Amazon, 2,700 on eBay, 1,100 on Amazon. Okay, I remember the haul that you tried to sell cheap until Beck listed it. For shame. That, I don't know, that was a different one. That was the craft stamps and things. I'm talking, there was a different haul that I bought which was more machines, and that was something I was happy to do. So yeah, but yeah, you're right, that was a different, see, that's a different kind of craft. Stamps, I don't want to list stamps. So Beck went and did a lot of that. Yes, you're right, Shazad. So RJ says, guys and girls, have a good night. Busy day tomorrow night. Or no worries. Thank you for popping in, RJ. Appreciate it. Yes, so yeah, that's just an example. Highway Bus says, everyone loves muffins. If you were to focus on becoming the eBay muffin master, you could reap endless joy whilst reaping profits. Very true. Yeah, but I don't know how much profit there is in that. So, you know, that is something that you'd have to kind of like, you know, think about. Here's something I picked up. This was £5. It's not going to be worth an awful lot because it's old school. It's a in focus DLP projector. It takes like a 3-pin kettle. A lot of this will depend on how much life the lamp has got left. So these projectors, depending on how much they were used, the lamp has a certain shelf life, and then you have to replace the lamp, and it can cost a fair bit of money. But this is a DLP projector. It was a £5. I thought I'd take a chance on it. It's not a particularly new item. Well, it's not new at all. It's ancient. It doesn't even have HDMI. It's got a DVI socket, a VGA socket. It's got an S video and a composite video socket. So it's pretty old school. So yeah, smash the projector lamp. I don't want to smash it. The bulb, yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. The bulb, yeah. The bulb normally has, I think, normally between the what is it, like a 200-hour life. I don't know. But it'll be good. Actually, I don't know. Let's see if this works or not. Could see if it works. I don't know. I've got a spare plug somewhere. I wouldn't mind knowing if it works because I've not plugged it in yet. So I'll just see. Let's see if I can project something onto some. You guys won't be able to see this, but I just want to quickly see if it works. Okay. Okay. It's working, and the lamp is in good condition. Wow. I can't really show you guys. But yeah, that's actually working nicely. Super. Keystone button as well. Yeah, everything's working fine. Oh wow, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool actually. Oops. This is my projector. It's actually, yeah, it's got a good very strong image. So yeah, it's got a very nice bright image actually, very bright image. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. There we go. So yeah, so it's an in focus DLP. That's right. Data grade. Yeah, I think it's probably more of an office job rather than a home cinema job. But still, menu will tell you lamp life remaining. Oh, really? Cool. Let's see what the lamp life is. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have a look at them. If the menu will tell me. Come on, let's get this going. Okay. Where is it? Have I got a cover on it? No. Ah. Hey, why is it not lighting up now? Oh man, I don't know what I've done. Ah, there it is, there it is. I see it. There we go, okay. There we go, okay. Just sharpen it for myself. Wow, that's actually really good. Okay, menu. About. Okay, lamp hours used. Oh wow, it actually says 565. 565 lamp hours used. So I don't know how many hours this has got left. Yeah, so there we go. It's not broken. It's fine. It's working fine. It was just taking a little moment to work. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. So, yeah, it has to fire like a flash, says Kent. Yeah. Okay. Right, here we go. So, yes, I'm pretty happy with that. In focus. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be worth a great deal of money, but for £5, it's going to have some value. Especially because it's working. The model is the X2. Bulb is good for 2,000. Thanks, Kent. Appreciate that. Let's see what we could get for something like that. I don't know what we could get. In focus, DLP X2. Alright, let's go and see what you can get. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of difference in price. I paid £5. Here, someone sold one with the remote, so I don't have the remote control, so I'm missing the remote. But he's got his is immaculate. So it is used, but you know, there we go. £90. But that was, you know, how that is. Then there's one for 20 at auction, 20, 64. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be worth a lot of money. So I think I'll be lucky to get a lot of people doing these at auction for some reason. Yeah, so I'm going to have to be careful and just do it as a buy it now. Try to find a remote Z. Yeah, with the remote, I suppose it wouldn't be too bad, but I think these have gone a bit too cheap. £20 plus £10 shipping, so 30 all in. But I paid a £5, so we'll see. But that was at auction, so there we go. Then, without realizing it, Z found the button that revealed the location of Long John Silver's buried treasure. Says, very funny. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to have found that. That's actually quite good. So that was another item I found. Book. I bought a book. I don't normally buy books, but this book seems to have a tiny bit of value. It's called Blackmailers Don't Shoot by Raymond Chandler, and it comes in this little hard case. It's got like a pretty cool look to it. It doesn't look like it's been read really. So I bought this. It just looked interesting, so I had a look at it, and it seems to have a little bit of value. So Blackmailers Don't Shoot. I may actually send it to Amazon though, because Amazon seem to have like a better what's it called, sales rank for it. The book was chucked in with the stuff I bought because I bought a whole bunch of stuff. So it was okay. It was literally thrown in because I bought the projector, I bought some speakers and other bits, just, you know, a bunch of things. So I kind of chucked that in. Folio Society. So yeah, should be good. Kevin says 20 plus £10 postage. For the projector, that's what it would be if I just auctioned it, but I don't think I'll do that. Yeah, that is cheap. Folio Society books do well, says Stu. Kevin says, yep. So you can get £20 there, but that's for a first printing. Someone got 15 plus shipping. So yeah, so it's something. But on Amazon, they seem to have really good value. So if I look on Amazon, they've got a very good rank as well. Black mailers don't shoot. Is that what it's called? Blackmailers Don't Shoot. Yeah, it is. Why is it not coming up? Blackmailers Don't Shoot. Why is it? Why is that not bringing up the thing that I thought it would bring up? Oh God, was it Raymond Chandler? Raymond Chandler. There we go. I did find it on my app, but I can't find it on the website, which is really daft. Blackmailers. Maybe I just type in blackmailers and we'll see what happens. Really? I can't. Are you telling me that it's not? That's just rubbish. I literally can't find this book on Amazon. Anyway, I'm just gonna put that aside. So that's something else. Clothes are another thing that I don't mind listing. That not everyone likes to list. I like listing them, so that's good. Kevin says some can have really good value. Well, it's something I'll definitely look out for. But you know, let me just see if I can find it on Amazon. It'll be so annoying that I can't find. Blackmailers don't shoot. And it is on Amazon. There we go. Okay, found it. Finally found it. So here it is on Amazon. Used. Currently, yeah, Don't Shoot Another Stories hardcover. Currently, it's £32 or £37 by Merchant Fulfilled. And if you go to product description, you will see that this has got a very good rank. It's ranked 875,000, which I think in books is not terrible, is it? I wouldn't have thought it was terrible. I mean, let me know. Is that a good or a bad rank? I thought anything under, like, you know, 1 million or something in books is not awful, because obviously books is such a huge category. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. So now I did get a nice bit of hi-fi as well, which I'll share with you in a second. I may as well, because, you know, we're just hanging out. I hope you guys don't mind that there's like no point to this video apart from me just chatting to you guys. And the chat seems to have gone very quiet, which is fine, which is understandable. I think it's gone quiet anyway. Kent has just put up 2020 eBay changes. What are the 2020 eBay changes? Stu says, I've come across a few first edition books, Folio Society books, that have been signed by the author. Always worth a quick look. Okay. And DBG says, I don't understand the rank system at all. I will have a look, Stu. I'll have a look when I get a moment. Now, this was a cool pickup. I only paid £10 for this, which I thought was quite good. This is a Sony soundbar. Now, I'm not a really big fan of sound bars. Okay. Let's have a look. So this is a sound bar. Yeah, quite long. So when you're listening to like items that are like this, you've got to be very careful, because it's, as you can tell, it's very light. It doesn't weigh much. But because of the length of it, because this is like a full, you know, this is like over 1 meter long probably, this is going to be more expensive to ship in a lot, especially if it's going abroad. UK, it won't make a big difference, but abroad it will make a massive difference to your shipping price. So be very careful if you do offer your own shipping and you're trying to send out like a parcel which is quite, you know, got quite a bit of length to it. So this is like a surround sound bar, and this is, it doesn't come on its own. It does actually have with it its own subwoofer. Okay, I'll just show you. So it comes with a remote control, and then it comes with its own subwoofer, powered active sub, and the range, I think it's called the 180. So it's like a home cinema system, AV system, and it is something 180. And it should go for pretty good money. We'll do a bit of research on it. I'll just show you. So it's the Sony, what is it? A CT180. So HT CT180. There we go. So what it is it's a wireless soundbar and subwoofer. So the soundbar and connects to the subwoofer with a wireless connection, But obviously both the soundbar and the subwoofer need a wire to plug into the wall for power, but they communicate with each other wirelessly, and then you have like a remote control. Now, as you can see, I paid like a tenner for this, and I should be able to get, someone managed to actually get £60 for a used one, the soundbar and the subwoofer, so I should do okay with that. Someone got £50 for one, again from 10, that's pretty good. Again 50, these are all at auction plus shipping. Here one, or a brand new one, they only got like 62 or something. 53 used, 50, so 50 seems to be like the averagey price. Obviously some of them go for a lot less, but that, you know, you've got to bear that in mind, that some of these, well, all of these are coming through as auction. If I go to buy it now, then it will change the what's available. There was one there for 35, but I think that was collection only. Someone sold the soundbar 40 for 39 apparently. Brand new, 100 quid someone got for one. 40 quid, but I think that's collection only because there's no shipping there. A lot of people won't ship this item because of the length of the speaker. So for £10, I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that kind of item. I'll pick those up all day. Home theatre in a box. Yes, Kent, it is. Yeah, so it's not the kind of thing I'm into. I did also pick up a little AV amp, which I'm keeping for myself actually, because I needed it, so to power the speakers I've got. So yeah, not bad pickups, mustn't grumble. Sales have been okay. Kent says eBay is addressing all your issues. Z, really? Let's see what those. It might not apply here though. Seller policies. Yeah, I'll read through them at some point, I guess. Yeah, home theatre in the box. So that's pretty cool. Right. So other than that, I think I could actually do some work, but it's 11 o'clock now. Two Aussie Thrifter says listening whilst listening. Question: how is this video different from your other videos? Says Shazad. I think it's different because I think I'm accepting that I'm not going to do any listing. I'm not going to. I think I'm accepting that I'm just chatting to you guys and not doing any listing. I think that's what it is. Showing you stuff I've bought, but I do need to do some listing. Things build up really quickly. I did also buy a bike, just to see whether it's worth it. I might try to sell that locally though. He did at Thrifty Brixie. I woke him up thinking he was late for the bus. Lol. Oh wow. You woke him up on his... Oh, that was unlucky, Brad. Just woke him up thinking he was late for the bus. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. That's quite funny. That's actually quite funny. Haggis Lover says, changes to programs and policies eBay may be making in the new year. May being the worry word. Changes is policy per category. I don't know what you mean, changes his policy per category. I don't know, I've not read it. New approach eBay will take to seller policies. One that many sellers have long pushed for, though he didn't provide specific details. Okay. What is it? Right. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully they'll make changes for the better, because obviously they need to improve things as well for you know, they need to improve things for themselves. They don't want to kind of, you know, they don't want to like, they don't want things to continue as they are. They want things to improve, don't they? So that's what I'm thinking. So hopefully whatever changes they make are going to be good, but what I will say is it doesn't have to affect me that much. I can just get my head down and work. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do some work. I'm going to list this phone. I've got a phone here that I'm gonna draft. This was like a free upgrade. And it was free because we got the upgrade and it reduced my daughter's monthly bill by 50p, and we got this phone. So this phone, it turns out that I don't like it. Turns out that it's completely rubbish. So I'm going to sell it. Nokia 2.2, worst phone I've ever used in my life. So I'm gonna draft that. So at least I'll have done one bit of drafting, you know, something, eh? Something. I've been trying to keep up with shipping as well, which is good. So yeah. Well, yeah, I think in that situation, Brad is partly to blame if he hasn't told Jazz that he had the day booked off, because then, you know, he was trying to help, really. It just, you know, it's just, there's a communication error there. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to list this phone. At least that'll be something I'll have drafted. That'll make me, yeah. Nokia 2.2, and it's unlocked as well, which is good. Okay, brand new. These are about 60 to 70 pounds. Okay, and what are they worth used? Unlocked. Tesco Mobile. Wow. Okay. I think I could probably get like 50, maybe. I don't know. I'll try. I'll go for 50 with best offer or something. It is unlocked, so yeah, I'm just going to do that. I definitely told her Friday, but a lot has happened. Oh, so it was just got missed. The communication just got missed. Are you going to be honest in your listing and say that you think it's a horrible phone? No, Kevin, because my opinion of the phone is irrelevant. I won't say it's good or bad. I will just list what it is. And that's it. So yeah, that's all. People can find their own opinions, and most people probably think it's good. It's just, I would much rather use my broken Razr phone. I've actually gone back to using my broken Razr phone, because even though it's broken, this thing is so much better. And I'm just gonna get another one of these. So I'm just gonna get another one of these, or I'm gonna get the new ROG phone. Okay, can't fight it anymore. I got to sleep. Good night, everyone. No worries, Double Karma. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not going to be on here for that much longer because I really don't have anything to offer. I'm just going to list this phone, and then we'll go from there. Like, we're going to just take it from there. Right, let's create a listing. I'll at least show you guys the screen. So, okay. I've still got the draft I did on Friday or something. I don't know. I've done no work since then. You can see I've got this Olympus camera drafted. Okay. Let's do this Nokia. The thing is, someone might want this phone because apparently Nokia announced that Android 10 will be pushed out to the Nokia 2.2 as well. So people that just want the latest Android operating system, they will want it. So that could be something I could put in the description, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it as is. But people in the know will know anyway that Nokia, the Android 10 is going to hit that. Is it just the screen that's broke? Might be better off getting it fixed. I don't know. It's really difficult because the screen is broken, but the capacitor on a certain part of the screen, my presses don't function. So it's not just the glass screen; it is the digitizer as well. So that will make it expensive, and also it is pretty dinged up. So I'm just gonna keep it as my spare. Like this is now this will become my spare when I need it. Bitmoji, okay. Yeah. So. But this phone is so good. 120 hertz screen phones are just so good. I mean, not only is it 120 hertz screen, this phone's got like a better than 1080p resolution as well. So it's just crazy. Jonathan says, "Hi here. I had got a load of books, had taken them to an antique store, but was told they're not worth much. But when looked at Amazon comp, some of them were over £100. When you say Amazon comp, what do you mean? Because, if you know that they're worth that much, I mean, just because someone's asking 100, doesn't mean that you'll get it, or you could take years to get that £100. So you have to bear that in mind. Also, obviously, if you took them to an antique store with a view of selling them, they're going to want to get them cheap, because you don't know how long it'll take. It's all about how long will it take as well to get that money out, because you're right, you may have a book worth over 100, but how long will it take to get that money? So yeah. Hey Hopzika, hey, do you still work with RC parts? If so, do you have FTX Vantage rear lower suspension arm? I just broke in the park. I do still sell RC parts. It's on my store, but I don't know if I've got a part for a Vantage. I don't think I've got any part for a Vantage. Reese M says, you fix stuff? No. I tend to avoid fixing things unless it's RC cars. I like fixing RC cars, but generally I'll avoid fixing things, because it's just it takes away from the value of whatever you're trying to sell. If you're trying to sell something, then you want to make it profitable. You don't want to kind of, you know. Shazat says, I have 3 Nokia 2.2. What is it? A Nokia 2.2. This is the worst phone ever. Android 1 unlocked mobile phone. There we go. Nokia 2.2, and it is a 16 gigabyte black. It's not, I don't think mine's not dual SIM, so I'm not going to use that, because that'll just you know, put people off. I'm not going to actually use their thing. 2.2 Android 1, 16 GB unlocked mobile phone. Okay. EAN, I think I should have that. 6438409034540. Okay. What do you have 3 of, Shazad? 2 gigs of RAM. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, it's found my stuff anyway. Used. This is not dual SIM though. I think this is not dual SIM, so I don't like that. You've got to be very careful of stuff like this, because it's filled out the product details and it says it's dual SIM, and I'm 100% that this phone is not dual SIM. Is it? Well, could be wrong. Is that, which is what's right there? Okay, I'm wrong. It's dual SIM. Shows what I know. It is dual SIM. It's got SIM 1 and SIM 2. Ah, there you go. It is a dual SIM phone. Still garbage as hell though. Rewind Resales has just been watching Gary V Trash Talk. Hilarious. I've not seen that. Oh, the RC part. You have 3 of them. Yeah, Shazad might be able to help you out with that. Okay. Good condition. Having only a short period of use. Casing has some white marks from use. Okay. I'm just going to say please see photos of it. Originally an upgrade from Tesco Mobile, but is unlocked. Will come supplied with original box and accessories. Please see photos for further detail. And then I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hopzika Shazad was joking. Sorry to mess you around, but yeah, he doesn't really. Still a great point. You do need to be careful with pre-filled out specifics, says Mr. Sadie. Hello, buddy, by the way. Yeah, Mr. Sadie. Yeah, you do have to be careful because it can be, you know, it can be like a mess up if you're not careful. Nokia 2.2 contract without contract. Lock status is network unlocked. Mobile number, what? NA, I'm just gonna put that there. I don't know what the mobile number is. The manufacturer given mobile number of the product. Model number. Oh, model number. Mobile. Why am I saying model number? It's Nokia 2.2. There you go. 2.2. I'm going bonkers. Foldable slider swivel. No. Country and region of manufacturer. God knows. I don't know this stuff. Why is it asking me all these questions? Made in China, obviously. China. Custom bundle. No. Style. No, that's it. That's fine. I'm just going to copy and paste. At least that'll be one other draft done, ready for photos. And I'm just going to put up at $49.99. I think best offer. And we'll give it the 1.1. And we'll save that as a draft. There we go. It's not too hard, was it really? Okay. Right, guys. I've been talking for over an hour now. Honestly, I'm not going to actually do any work. I don't really have anything specific to talk about. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time than I already have. I just wanted to come on and just say hi, really, have a little chat. I do have a lot of listing and a lot of shipping and all that kind of stuff to do. So I'm going to try to get on with it tomorrow. I think I'm going to get a nice bit of sleep tonight. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for everyone that's popped in to the chat and said hi. I do appreciate it. Leave a like or dislike, however you feel fit, but do something. It'll be really great if everyone in the chat left something, like a like or a dislike, either way. I'd appreciate that. And then I think I will call it a night, because I'm sure there'll be other people going live soon anyway that have probably got a lot more interesting stuff to talk about than I do. I don't know, maybe Rob and Lisa from Couple of Pickers, maybe they've been going live around midnight. I don't know if they're scheduled to go live at all. If they are, that would be good. You can watch them. Pittsburgh is live doing a working hangout right now, so you can go and check out Pittsburgh as well. But thanks for popping in, guys. Hey, Susan Stricker, sorry, but we're off. Thank you for popping in, though. Thanks, good to see you as well, Brad. Thank you for the chat. And thanks, Leanne, for hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully it'll be a useful video. I think I just want to make a useful video for a change. Or at least something with a bit of value in it. I feel like I need to add some value, guys. You know, I don't want to just be on here just wasting your time and, you know, things like that. I just feel guilty, you know. All right, guys, thanks for watching.